Greetings, fellow Terrans. Professor McKee here with the next episode for our Let's Play in the Academy. And last time we started Total War. So I haven't lost Ceres completely yet, but the fleet coming in to Ceres will kill it soon. But Earth is very safe. Mars is, so far, it has not been attacked. Mercury has a few things coming in, but again, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be building up a fleet capable of winning when they finally actually arrive. Although this ship's going to die. That's okay. It's just bait. Meanwhile, on Earth, well, because of that lucky event with India, I don't really have the mission control, the control point capacity for much else. So I have 3 points of India as well as the executive. The nice thing here is the Protectorate had allied with lots of countries that they had control over, especially in Africa. And now I can just declare war, and India will just refuse to help out their allies because now they're on my side. India's not that really valuable. It's in pretty bad shape when the game starts, and it hasn't really improved all that much. I think it's gotten worse. So I am building mission control because I'm expanding my fleets dramatically, as well as trying to fix up some of their unrest and things like that. Eventually I'll kick the Protectorate out completely, but 50 control point capacity, and it's 100 science. Well, I can get 60 science for 20 if I take Germany. Taking Europe and unifying it into the European Union is better. And Germany's available because the Resistance and Protectorate are no longer in the UK. UK's available without upsetting the people I'm trying to avoid upsetting. Russia would be an option too, except for that last little control point there. So there's a lot of targets I'm going to go after once I get this control point capacity down. And again, it'll be soon. I'm going to be merging in Poland. Poland will be in August. Belgium, Luxembourg will be in basically June. And Bulgaria, although Bulgaria is not worth that many points, also September really. And once that happens, I'll move on the rest of Europe. Meanwhile, I'll just be sort of gobbling up more and more pieces of Africa. It's very poor and not good education. It's not really going to give me a whole lot, but it does give me 20 mission control, soon to be more than that. And yeah, that's what'll be going on in this episode. Oh, and there was a comment in an episode way back that I shouldn't do oppression because, we're the Academy, we're trying to make things better for everyone. I agree. So I have not been using it all that much, but I will remove it from my countries. I was using it. These guys they're in really bad condition because of their high inequality, their poor cohesion. So I'm just going to push unity to try and help keep things under control until, well, October, July, when I can merge them in peacefully. And if I lose control, if I don't have control of that one. If I lose control of these, well, I'll just use the United States Army as my beat stick to merge them in. Alright, so let's get started. Molecular assembler is complete, and this unlocks diamondoids, which gives us the last best tier armor, at least armor that's not hideously expensive. That's just going to continue my material science here, and it's pretty cheap too, so I'm going to go for that one, but I don't need to prioritize it quite as much. Transform phage is complete, and we can decontaminate if there's a nuclear attack. We haven't had one yet. Hopefully we won't. We're trying to make Earth a good place to live. And designer life forms is what unlocks agricultural complex. I'm going to lose a lot of volatiles once I lose my 2 other series mines, so I'd like to do that. This also will help me deal with some more of the climate change problems. All right, so I have finished building my long-range ships here. They are very slow, but they do have a lot of Delta V. They can get the series in 17 weeks, which is before the aliens can get there. And with my Assistant Dean support ship, they can build a space station in 30 days, resupply, and I can retake series. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And then I also have a fleet that I'm building over in Mercury. Still in progress, which I'll be using to offensively deal with the aliens. Got lots of battle cruisers coming online. Well, they managed to sneak past me and damage the defense arrays on my dockyards, but I caught them before they could destroy it, thankfully. And now I'm going to test out, well, most of these are missiles actually. But let's do an actual battle. Unsurprisingly, we easily won that. If I just sat in my base, maybe I wouldn't have lost my 2 colony ships and the destroyed modules, but oh well. Diamondoids complete. Adamantine armor is the kind of best tier armor that doesn't require exotics, which is usually better spent on other things. So hopefully that'll unlock. And ultracapacitors, better lasers, better coil cannons. Needed for a whole bunch of things. I think that's what I'll do. It's either that or ultraviolet, maybe. No, I'll do ultracapacitors. Okay, so this is the fleet attacking me at Mars. A dreadnought, which has some pretty good point defense, but I just have so many ships here. And easy victory. I have massively outnumbered them. Some more exotics. There we go. I've been allowing the xenoflora to stick around, in part because I want to try to trigger this. So we've defeated a megafauna. It's not a wholly independent alien or entity, it's some sort of fungus network. Okay. But yeah, we can deal with them. We have the military to do that. And now we'll actually occupy Tanzania. Magnetic plasma confinement done. This is one of the techs that helps advance towards diffusion drives. You need magnetic nozzles for a lot of them. Tokamok's Z-pinch techniques, those are both things you would get for plasma. Sorry, for fusion, not plasma. Designer light forms complete now, and it helps you with fixing climate change, which is something I want to do, role-playing for Academy. But more importantly, I can now unlock agricultural complexes. That's the tier 3 farm. It'll save on volatiles and water. And this global tech, I'm going to focus on kind of Earth type things now. So, rival governance. Global ambition will get me some more control point cap, which would be very nice. And the administrative complexes will get me a lot of control point cap once I build them. The aliens have decided to launch an assault carrier and it's arriving on March 2036. So it's going to take a long time. This is not a scary fleet. Only 10 ships. My defense force can shoot this down. Now, shooting down an assault carrier generates a massive amount of hate. This would force you into total war. I was expecting them to send one eventually, and I was kind of expecting that would be what forced me into total wars. But since I was ready for it anyways, I did it early, and they're just wasting 10 ships. I have a huge fleet guarding Earth. They will not be able to do anything. So, they just wasted 10 ships. Free salvage for me, thank you. So, I have finished out this year. Back on Earth, the African Union is growing significantly. About to add Kenya and Uganda. And Republic of Congo, Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Cabo Verde, South Africa. There's a lot more for me to grab. That one too. I have taken 1 point in Germany. I just don't have the control point capacity to take more. But with arrival governance and global ambition, that could get me 40. Then I could take almost all of Germany. There might actually be a sneaky way to fully take Germany. I'll show you it actually. In space, really fended off a few small attacks. The aliens are basically regrouping, trying to rebuild their fleets. I have gotten a fleet to series before their fleet can arrive, and I'm ready to deal with their attack. And I'm about to launch an attack on one of their outer asteroid bases. They have 3 of them. One at Bettina, one at Lomia, one at Udina. Lomia is their strongest one. They seem to be using that as their main hub for their fleets. But if I pick off Bettina and Udina, or even just one of them, that's some significant construction that'll be gone. There's a mine on each of these as well. So this one's producing 500 metals, 200 noble metals, wow. And similar massive amounts of resources there, so it might hurt their production a little bit, although they probably have plenty. So in the next episode, we finally take the fight to the aliens and start pushing them back out of the outer solar system, outer asteroid belt. And of course, I have that assault carrier coming in, but not an issue. It'll be easily defeated by the Earth Defense Fleet. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed. See you next time.